to Average Joe Blades. Today, guys, we're going to try forging, which is my first time. This is my first time doing it, and we don't even have a forge. So we're forging without a forge. We're going to use this MAP gas torch that I have here to heat up this 1/4-inch round bar that I have. We're just going to see what we can do. I'm going to try to make a leaf keychain, which I saw Alex Steele do in a bunch of videos, and he said it's the most basic thing to do. We'll find out if I can do it or not. I tried the other day on this little piece here. Didn't really turn out too good. I ran out of gas actually when I was doing this. So we're going to try it again with a whole new bar or a whole new round stock of steel that I have here and see if we can do it. So I'm going to heat this up and then get to hammering. Alright guys, so these are the tools that we're using. We're using this MAP gas torch as our heating source, and the anvil side of this vise that I have here as our anvil. And then we're just using some 1/4-inch round stock and a ball peen hammer, which all of these tools are not ideal for what we're doing here, but for the small amount of forging that we're doing, it's viable. We could definitely work with it. So we're getting a small little taper on this here. We're going to get that point on there, and then we're going to continue on with the keychain that we're going to be making. And now the MAP gas torch that I have here, it's not ideal for forging. Obviously a forge is ideal for forging. I don't have a forge yet, so this is what we're going to work with. Very, very minimalistic tools to make what we're making today. Alright, so now that we got the point forged out, we're going to go in and start doing our tapers. So you can see we're starting to get into our little groove here, and these are going to be the shoulders that we're talking about. Eventually, when I start redoing this reverse taper, we're moving materials kind of downwards, where there's going to be less material up here than there is down here, and then we're going to start a reverse taper, which will be from this point going up this way. Eventually, it's going to be thinning out the material in the middle here, and that's going to be the ring of our keychain. So we're still working on the forwards taper here. At the point, I left it a little bit long. That might be a problem. We might have a gigantic leaf at the end, but that's all right. I'm still learning. So we're going to give this probably another heat or two, and then start working on the reverse taper and thinning out all the material in the middle. We're going to start our reverse taper from here and work that down as well until we get thinner and thinner. Alright, so we took a break from our forging here. Everything's coming along just right, and I just want to make sure that everybody kind of understands what I mean about the shoulders. So we got the square shoulders here. This is going to be the leaf at the end, but we got a square shoulder here and on the sides there, and then on the back side here, that's going to start to square up on the back on the opposite side. So here's where it's going to square off, and then up here, so it's going to be opposite. And then once that happens, we could thin all this down in the middle to the point where we can take a pair of tongs or a pair of pliers and start to bend that and do a little penny scroll, which I'll show you guys in a second. I got all this from Alex Steele and a few other places like Black Bear Forge. They do stuff like this all the time. I thought I would try it out for my first time at forging. And I think it's coming out all right. It makes this cool sound because it's in the vise. We're also over here just kind of hanging out with my brother today. We're shooting a video for his YouTube channel also, which is Harry the Horse Barbecue. We're smoking a pork butt over here. It's turning out pretty good. If you guys want to see that, go to his channel, Harry the Horse Barbecue. I'm actually going to be making a knife for him soon. That's going to be not so much a chef's knife or anything like that, but something he can use as we're cutting up meat, maybe something to cut off the fat with. Eventually, when I get the forge and everything up and running, whenever that happens, I want to make a spatula for him, or like a slicing knife, which would be really cool. So subscribe to both of us if you guys want to see that in the future, whenever that may be. So we forged the taper on both sides for the most part. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, but we're getting there. Now we're going to flatten out the leaf and see how that turns out. So with this material here, it's about a 1/4 inch round bar. Not a lot of material to work with. So I don't think our leaf is going to be very wide, but it's going to kind of have a different type of style to it, I guess. More of like a flat, skinny leaf rather than a flat, wide leaf. And I'm using the edge of the ball peen hammer, the edge of it here, to kind of spread out that material a little bit. You can see the hammer marks in there where I'm trying to spread it out a little bit thinner. So you see here, we got a few cracks going. That's not the end of the world. We can kind of twist from there, which isn't actually too bad. The length of this though might be pretty small. Perfect for a keychain, but it might be pretty small overall. So that's not actually what we wanted to do. It came off, the crack kind of made it come off, but what we wanted to do is do a little penny scroll to twist it off. It's fine that it didn't work out that way. I might still be able to do it because there still is a crack right there. So we'll see what we can do about it. There we go, we kind of did it. Not the neatest looking one in the world, but it did twist off basically in a scroll shape, so not too terrible. And now what we're going to do is heat up the whole thing and twist it around so it's in the shape of a keychain. So we closed it up basically almost all the way, but just so there's no space in between, I'm going to clamp it closed as I punch it, just to make sure that there's no spaces where the metal can like flex. There we go, it's closed. Now this isn't very circular. Nothing about this project really went as planned, but it turned out pretty good. There we go. Nice little feather keychain. Was supposed to be a leaf, but what can you do? Alright guys, thanks for watching Average Joe's Blades. We didn't make a blade today, but we did forge for the first time ever in my entire life. We made our little feather keychain here. Not really, it was supposed to be a leaf, not really a leaf, more of like a feather shape. I did use, where'd it go, this punch here to get these little indents in with the feather there. And then we did like a little pinch off of penny scroll, and I'm gonna put it to the test right now to see if it actually works as a keychain. Would you look at that? It works. Don't pay any attention to this black card. I haven't worked out in a few months. But yeah, it definitely works. Nice little thing I made. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I still have this whole thing of steel here. I think we only used maybe about an inch or two of this steel. So what you could do is you can make a whole bunch of these, give them to your friends and family. You can also form hooks out of these and hang stuff up. I would probably use a bigger bar of this. This one's about 5/8, I believe. Double check that. 5/16, sorry. So there's 1/2 inch round as well. The 1/2 inch is probably better for the hooks. But for a little keychain, that little 1/4 inch round steel, definitely the way to go. Worked out really well. Surprised myself for doing this the first time. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. And we'll see you guys in the next one where we make a blade or a knife, probably a knife, to put on my brother's cooking channel, which is Harry the Horse Barbecue. We're cooking up a pork butt right now, but it'll be in a different video probably later on down the line if you want to see that. If you're watching in the future, click somewhere down here. It's probably in the description. But yeah, thanks guys. See you next time.